This old guy DIY video has to do with upgrading the wheels on a trailer that belongs to a hot chick that I know. So she's had this trailer sitting around for a couple of years, and every time she goes to use it, the tires are flat. So we were talking about it, and it was Amazon Prime days, and they had a pair of these no flat tires for about 60 bucks. So she bought 4 of them, and this is what it looked like with the old tires on there. You can see this one's flat. This is what it looks like with the new tires on there. As you see, the 2-pack looks like this. It has a couple of extra plastic bushings on there and bearings. So the ID on the bearings that are on there are 5/8 of an inch. This vehicle needs 3/4. This is a wheel with a 5/8 inch bearing, and I need to knock these bearings out. So you can see I basically have 2 rails here. I just set the wheel across the rails. And I take this big Craftsman screwdriver, just go down along the wall on one side, and I'll whack that twice on that side. Then I'll move it over to the opposite position, whack it twice, and that bearing should be out. This side was down. I just flipped the wheel over. You can see the bearing came out. And now I have easy access to the second bearing. I just put my screwdriver in there. I'll whack a couple times on that side, a couple times over there, and this bearing will be out. Now the 5/8 bearings are out. This is one of the 3/4 inch bearings that came with the part. So I have a little block of concrete on the ground. I'm going to set one bearing down beneath the wheel. I'll set the wheel on top of it. Then I'll put this other bearing on top of the wheel, and I'll put a piece of steel over the end of the bearing, whack it a couple times with a hammer, and it'll be home. The first bearing is positioned on my piece of concrete paver. I just set the wheel on top of that bearing. Take the second bearing, set it here. I'm using that little piece of steel so I don't pound directly on the bearing. I'll whack it a few times with a hammer, and both sides will seat simultaneously. I hit it about 4 times. You can see the bearing seated on this side, bearing seated on that side. And I'm putting my Zerk fittings to the inside of the vehicle, so it just looks nicer on the outside. I took a little grease from the grease gun, greased that spindle, and we'll just set this wheel on there. So the wheel's in place. There's a little washer that goes on here now, followed by a snap ring, and that'll be it. This is what the garden cart looks like with the new Amazon no flat wheels on it. They're rated for 400 pounds a piece. That's more than she'll ever carry in this cart. I'll take it over. I'm sure she's going to pressure wash it. She'll probably paint it, and she'll be styling and profiling before long. I hope this little video helped you. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.